Good evening and welcome to Some TV, Today's Politics. This is where we break down issues that shape governance, leadership, and development. My name is Abraham Minor Judah, and tonight we are going to be focusing on Adamawa State, a land of resilience, a land of growth and transformation under the leadership of Governor Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri. And joining me is a brilliant administrator, a key player in the state's progress, Dr. Dogo Victor, who is the principal special assistant to the governor of Adamawa State. Is not just an aide, but is a strategist and reform-minded voice working at the heart of government. And he's going to be joining us virtually from Yola via Zoom. Good evening, Dr. Victor Dogo. Yes, good evening.
Good evening, and thank you for having me, sir.
Okay, it's a pleasure having you on the show. And how is Yola today? I hope the weather is cool and calm. It's raining here, and the weather is cool in Jalingo. What about Yola?
Yes, we did have little showers in the morning, but it's cleared now. I think it's a little bit better.
Okay. Let me just try to remember what Yola used to be known for in those days. It used to be known as the Sunshine City of Nigeria. Is Yola still that hot?
Well, it's not really that hot as it used to be, because I think it's like there's a drift, unlike what we used to experience as far back then. A little bit much more milder.
Okay. Thank you very much. So together with you, we'll be unpacking governance beyond the policies, beyond the structures, the vision shaping Adamawa today. So our viewers, stay tuned as I dig into the story of Adamawa State. And it's a very beautiful story under Governor Ahmadu Fintiri. Now, let me give you some background information on what on the governor and the issues we're going to discuss today. Governor Ahmadu Fintiri was born on October 27, 1967 in Madagali local government area of Adamawa State. Governor Fintiri began his political journey in the Adamawa State House of Assembly, where he rose to become a speaker. In 2014, he briefly served as acting governor, earning praise for stabilizing the state and clearing salary arrears. In 2019, he was elected governor under the People's Democratic Party, and in 2023, he made history as the first governor in Adamawa. He made history to return as the governor of Adamawa State. Governor Fintiri, popularly known as Fresh Air Governor, has anchored in the administration on education, infrastructure, healthcare, and empowerment. From free and compulsory education with WAHEC and NECO fees paid for students to urban renewal projects in Yola and other towns to healthcare reform, youth empowerment, his leadership have been widely felt across the state. Remarkably, Governor Fintiri has also worked on building strong governance structures that function seamlessly even in his absence, a sign of institutional strength and continuity in Adamawa State. So tonight on Today's Politics, we examine his journey, his vision, and the impact of his policies on the people of Adamawa. I will first of all start with my guest before we go to the subject of the day. Who is Dr. Victor Dogo?
Well, Dr. Victor Dogo is the principal special assistant to the governor on social mobilization, and had record of working in other spheres of government before coming into the system. I first of all came on board as a senior special assistant to the governor during the first tenure in 2019, and then later on was moved up, and presently I'm his principal special assistant on social mobilization and on policies.
Okay. Now, working closely what kind of person would you say Governor Ahmadu Fintiri is? You know, those of us that see him on the pages of newspaper, on TV, we may not know who exactly he is.
Yeah. Well, I start by saying that he's a discovery in the governance system, a man that came up. We have a record of complaints coming from various governance style that has been used in governing Adam for a very long time. So I think he's an emergence of more or less an administrative approach in governance, a man who seems to understand the place of kind of cushioning the effects, bringing about the right environment, networking the system, and of course, establishing more or less very powerful institutions that can run the system of governance in formulating policies and in the implementation. So Governor Ahmadu Fintri is more or less a brand that seems to know how to separate politicking and governance. He's more or less like the new young breed, not too old, that can blend the youth. When I say the youth, I'm talking about the massive population of the Nigerian youth. Particularly in the Adamawa context, it's someone that is able to blend the old and the young and creates that atmosphere that every other thing can blossom within Adamawa State.
Oh, that's quite interesting, because a lot of people, leaders don't know how to blend youthfulness and also the fact that you have the young people, understand the young, and also understand those who has been in the game for years. Now, let me go to this. Governor Fintri, Ahmadu Umaru Fintri, is popularly known as the fresh air governor. From your perspective, what makes his leadership stand out? Why did they call him fresh air? What exactly is about him that brings in that fresh air? Hello?
I think we're having a little bit of a problem with the
Okay.
Yes, I'm with you, but it's like I'm having a little problem in getting what exactly you're saying because of the network.
Okay, let me come again.
Repeat yourself.
Okay, I say he is popularly known as the fresh air governor. So from your perspective, what earned him that name, fresh air governor?
I love the way you call the fresh air governor. Well, you know, when we came on board the first time, there was a situation in Adamawa State was so bad that the largest population in terms of those that run the economy were mainly civil servants. And these civil servants, without their salaries, automatically the economy in Adamawa State will come to a standstill. So because of that tense atmosphere, he stepped in. And when Governor Ahmadu Fintri stepped in, he was able to address the first thing, which was the engine house of running the economy, and that was the civil service. He was able to lubricate the system with the cash that was not taken from somewhere else, but from that which was supposed. He was able to do that. He was able to look into what was the arrears, and he was able to settle it to an extent that every other person that had been borrowing was now able to meet up to a standard of living within the states that other states were struggling at that point in time. So you see, that was the relief that came into Adamawa State, that the civil servants were able to now get a relief, that life became easy. That was what triggered that fresh air. So when we say fresh air in Adamawa State, we're talking about the ease of living. Ease that came about whereby you can work and be rest assured of taking your pay at the end of the month. So it was a delivery from a system that was eating up the civil servants, a system that made Adamawa State not to be able to even be able to get loans in situations whereby you even needed it. We were in a situation where nothing seems to be working. So now lifting Adamawa State from that situation into a point whereby we became credible to the point that the civil servant didn't need to in any way to borrow money to even go to work. I think the fresh air started blowing right from then.
Wow, I think I like that. The fresh air started blowing from there. And I like the way you were very emphatic on the things he's doing and the things he has done in the past. So now, which takes me to another area where he has performed, according to reports that we have, in the area of education. He has been described as Governor Fintry's flagship sector. Free and compulsory schooling, payment of WAEC and ECO fees, and school renovations. How will you assess the impact of these policies on the children and youth of Adamawa State, its impact on education, on the youth and children of Adamawa State?
Now you see, there was a system he adopted. I was more or less,
it's like I did say, trying to cushion the effects of the civil servants before any other thing. So when he came on board and he was able to create the atmosphere whereby they were able to get their salaries as of when due, he now decided it was not proper to give them their salaries as of when due, and then other avenues were still there that was taking the money away from the civil servants. So he stepped into enforcing the free education system, the scholarship system. I will be siphoning this take home of the civil servant was reduced. The scholarship was not just local. The fact that it's not just bringing about this, which creates an educational institution that was able to operate within itself, cleanse itself, train and retrain the workers, the teachers, and enforce what was necessary in terms of discipline and compliance. Now, you see, when you have a system whereby students and children are
Hello? Hello, Dr. Dr. Victor Dogo. Seems we had a break in transmission there. Can you hear me, Doctor? Hello, Doctor? Hello? Hello, Dr. Dogo, can you hear me? The line is breaking there. Oh, sorry, I think we lost Dr. Dogo right there. We lost him, we lost the sound and the visuals right there. So let's, well, we'll wait for him to join back. I think it could be due to the drizzles and the network issues we have around Adamawa State. But I can assure you that Dr. Victor Dogo is going to join us back on this show to continue today's politics on Some TV. So we'll go for a short break now. When we come back, I believe things will have gotten much better in terms of network right there in Yola, Adamawa State. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a few minutes. Okay, welcome back to today's politics on Some TV. I remain yours, Abraham Minor Ajoda. Some like to call me the truth finder.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and you know we have Victor Dogo, Dr. Victor Dogo on the program today, and he has been talking about someone that we call the fresh air governor, that is Governor Amadu Fintiri of Adamawa State. So without, I know all of you are waiting to listen to what he has to say, because he's a governor that elicits a lot of interest among Nigerians. Well, let me go. In healthcare, Dr. Fintiri introduced free maternal and child healthcare. From your observation, has this policy improved health outcomes in the state?
Now, you see, there's something that I must say at this point in time. Governor Amadu Fintiri has always tried as much as possible to roll.
And you see, the free health insurance policy was one thing that he decided that must be adopted at the state level. And considering the fact that, like I did say, his policies are meant to be friendly, bring about relief upon the people, not burdening them, after giving them the salary and then taking it back with other areas that are difficult for them to cater for. And that's why if you come to Adamawa State, you go to the specialist hospital today. Do you know there are virtually everything that is a problem has been brought down to the plain level that a common citizen can drive to the hospital, get treated without problems. You see, there's something about the insurance policy whereby you pay something little. But on the other hand, is the situation of the what's this particular program that we've just introduced, dialysis, free for everyone that comes to the state. Do you know that Nigerians, people are leaving other states where they have to pay for dialysis to come to Adamawa State? I just can't imagine how the country has gone so bad that everyone today sits down and listens to where policy seems to be working. And is it that I know it's working in other states, possibly to an extent, but it seems the policies in Adamawa State seems to be working. And that is the reason why people will have to travel to come for some minor operations here in Adamawa State. And I can tell you for free that Adamawa State, under his watch, is more or less a testing ground for what governance is, for what Nigerians are expecting, for what every other right-thinking person will want to look out for, an environment to live in. Today, I can tell you that coming from the back to the parameters that is being laid to analyze the growth and development of every state in in Nigeria, Adamawa State at its pace, with, don't forget, with the little amount we are receiving, has moved ahead. And in moving ahead, we've been able to try as much as possible to cushion the effects of the people within the states by providing what will not take away what they have as their take home.
Hey, thank you very much, Dr. Victor Dogo. Now, I want to pick something from what you said. You said from the little you get, from the little. Now, that is one of the major problems across the states in Nigeria. Everybody's complaining of getting little. But in the case of Adamawa State, at least we know the federal allocations to Adamawa State. Someone jokingly, I was having a joke with someone, and someone said, he's beginning to suspect they should search Adamawa State government house. There's probably a tree there producing money that the governor uses to do all these things he's doing, while other sister states are not being able to. So where is that tree of money located in Adamawa State government house, so that we can come and take a look at how you did that?
I say, we don't have a three, but rather we have the minds and the brain to think. And I think
one advantage we have, a man who understands what it is to come into governance with his mind prepared, calm, relaxed. After the pressure we've gone through, remember our last election, he was still prepared. He came on board the first tenure prepared. That tells you that there is nothing that cannot work if you have a leader that thinks and has the talent. Now you see, in Adamawa State, Governor Ahmadu Fintri has been able to create an avenue and a system that is able to control its clock in order to avoid any form of leakages. And that is exactly one thing that has helped us. Our tax system, it is central, right? Ranging, every system is automated. Every payment in and out is automated in such a way that you cannot beat the Adamawa system.
Hello? I think we're having some network issues again with Dr. Victor Dogo there. So what?
You see, when we started the issue of the cattle markets and all the our hello.
Hello. We can hear you, although it's breaking.
I can hear you. You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. So can I go ahead?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Okay. So like I was saying, okay, we don't have a three, but we have the brains that are working together to ensure that our policies are well formulated and implemented. And we have a feedback system mechanism that is able to tell us where we have lapses and we're able to cover up. So when we started by automating our goal, and that's the essence for which the governor instituted the office of the SSG in line with other ministries to e-governance system, ensure that everything so-called kick, that these people used to do was stopped, and to ensure that everything was accounted for. So when accountability came on the table, you can tell that everything happening in Adamawa State is being accounted for. Whatever we get into the states, what generates as our revenue from the state is well documented and it is put to use. And that is the reason why everyone is saying that Adamawa at the moment, if only we have someone who can continue at the pace of ensuring that the institutions are working. Because the biggest challenge we have in Nigeria is we have a lot of institutions, but we seem to have people that are bigger than these institutions. And that was one of the major reasons why we've always had crashes. But in Adamawa State, he insisted that if you are part of an institution, you must function as expected, and that institution should be able to purge itself. You don't run around with files in your hand just anywhere. You take it. No. It is a system that accounts for everything and ensures that what is due. The reason why we're able to mop as much as is expected without putting pressure on the people, and ensuring that the people that have to pay their taxes pay them at when due, and with the confidence that first we have built credibility that whatever project we embark upon, we will finish them. That is one reason why everyone that is doing business in Adamawa State is willing to do that which is expected of him. So you see our revenue has risen with
Hello? Oh, I think we're having some slight network issues there from Dr. Dogo. Well, so you just heard what he said. The key to what the achievement of Dr. Fintri is based on the structures he has in place, the system he has in place, the tax system that was able to plug all leakages, and that is the secret behind Adamawa State. So now, well, Dr. Dogo, are you with us? Okay, while we wait for Dr. Dogo to join back, we will be looking at other issues that has to do with Adamawa State.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Please go ahead. Yes, okay. I can hear you.
So like I did, yeah. All right, so with the system
that we've adopted, making sure that various institutions are being has helped us to ensure that we get the best we can from every avenue, thereby increasing our revenue generation to the point that as a result of the credible performance of the state governor, exactly the money is being used for, and for that reason, you pay your tax if you're supposed to pay.
Oh, thank you very much. So it's for what is said, it's a give and take situation whereby the government give and the people are ready to give back simply because they're seeing the value for the tax they pay. That's a good one. But also looking looking at situations, what are the challenges that it's still on ground? Because you know, as just as I said, Nigeria Palace problem no they finish for Nigeria. What are the situations? We saw the floods recently. How has the governor been able to manage the flooding situation in Adamawa State and other issues that are always there as importance? These problems are always there. How is it tackling those issues?
Well, a proactive governor, a man who understands that natural hazards could come at any point in time, decided that way. That's why you have the best drainage system as a result of the infrastructure, road infrastructures that have been taking place and going on in Adamawa State. But notwithstanding, we still have the natural push that has always occurred from year to year, which of course has overpowered certain areas. And as you know, Nigerians have the character of always building on waterways. And this is one of the major reasons, if you trace back of recent, we've been having issues of people living on waterways. And, you know, these natural areas that are valleys, no matter how much you try to build, you will never meet that level that you go above the water as a result of persistent rainfall for hours that we had in Adamawa State was as a result of long hours of rainfall, which didn't cease, and it kept on raining. And that, of course, created that very sad situation. But the good thing about it, like I did say, is that the working institutions that are responsible for rapid response were able to put in place what was these natural hazards came. And that's the reason why we're able to, within a very short time, nip it. And that's one challenge that I can say that has been an issue. But no matter how prepared you are, definitely, when it comes to human beings and you to move away and vacate where they are, you will find that it will be very difficult to get 100%, compromise. But notwithstanding, Adamawa State has been able to push ahead and to meet up when it comes to emergency services in Adamawa State. And I must also want to admit at this point in time that, you see, Adamawa State is more or less a microscopic of the whole of the Nigerian system. A situation whereby you have tribes, religion, and it takes only a leader that is well equipped with the understanding of the diversity to be able to harvest the diversity to it. Now, Governor Ahmed
don't go there. So we'll go for a short break now. When we come back, he was talking about how Governor Fintri was able to manage the diverse ethnic nationalities and the diverse cultural, religious people of Adamawa State. When we come back, we're going to take him on some of those issues that has to do with the diversity and the leadership he has brought to such a state like Adamawa State. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a few minutes. Okay, I want to ask you. So we are good. Okay, yeah, welcome back. So
thank you very much.
Okay, we're back. Welcome back to today's politics on Some TV. Welcome back, Dr. Victor Dogo. You were going into a part of the discussions which I wanted us to take after a glass of water. Now, but before we go to that area, I would like to ask, please, can you, there's this road infrastructure revolution we are about in Adamawa State. Can you put numbers to the kilometers of road, the numbers of the areas, the roads construction that have been done under the government of Governor Ahmed Fintri?
To strike numbers, but I wouldn't want to do that on air because recently we've had a lot of push ahead of where we were. or what we actually had in mind initially. So I wouldn't be able to give you specific numbers, but I can tell you that the road network in Adamawa State, it's more or less what kind of a network was needed to bring the products out of the local governments, networked them to the marketplaces, and connect them to the central points. But first of all, he decided that the road network would be such a way that it would develop a system that reduces traffic, can accommodate the massive influx of people into Adamawa State, and create a security outlet in event of any form of security outbreak within the state. So it's not just as though we just went into road construction. It was a strategically mapped out system. Each of the flyovers has its role. Underpass has its role. Now, with the design, it was meant or is meant to ensure there is a continuity to accommodate the expected influx, like I did say, and the businesses within the state. Aesthetics is not just the only thing, but ensuring that it's able to carry the years ahead of us. And that was why the road projects are being handled in such a way that they can withstand. I can tell you, recently we've heard of bridges and stuffs happening in some, like in the one in Cape, was it Kefi or so recently? Yeah. From the onset, he had already made it very clear what is the lifespan expectancy of the road network structures that are being done in Adamawa State, and how long are we going to wait. He decided, let us get it done now. Every day, per kilometer, it is being increased as a result of the changes in the economy. But we can achieve with excellent performance by the construction firms and meet up to an international standard that can pass through the test of stability, durability, and be able to live a longer period of time, you discover that we'll be able to save Adamawa State so much money from road networks that have been dilapidated or cannot last a particular period of time. So our road networking and our construction in Adamawa State is done for a reason. Absorb the expected shock ahead of time, reduce cost as we delay, because if you cannot do it 10 years back, you cannot do it in the next 20 years. So let us do what we can do today to save the future and allow them make use of what is coming into Adamawa State to do something else better. We have lifted Adamawa State from what it used to be, like a village that internationally, and I can tell you, if you drive into Adamawa State today, you would think you are in Abuja. I can tell you without fear, you would think you are in Abuja. It's not just that we just made this road network just like that, but there were facilities like the conference center, like the model markets. These things require road systems that are going to sustain and facilitate movement and utility of these infrastructures. So he laid it out. This is what we'll do at the local government. Bring them out of the local governments, bring their products, bring them to the markets, create a market that can give credibility to our businessmen. If you come to do business in our model markets with the format of intake and how businesses are being registered. There is no how you'll be tricked. Online has been done and said about, businessmen, but with the pattern and with the way it's going to be done, you cannot be in the market system without credibility. And I'm telling you that the modern market sustains itself. I can tell you can travel from anywhere around the nation to Adamawa and do business in the modern market we are presently building. Don't forget that these things are meant to bring about a kind of a chain reaction in the economy. To final products, you can be able to now network it with the right movement, network it through the road transportation, network it to even to the point that you can be rest assured that you will not have damages in moving your goods from one place to the other. So it is. I think I should stop there when we talk about roads.
Oh wow! You just had to hold yourself back there. Well, I think that is good. Creating a road network that brings the resources to a central point where everyone can access it, and also the credibility of the model market, which allows, one of the problems of doing business is the fear of losing out your goods to people credibility. Now, looking at all this, Adamawa State used to be a flashpoint of insecurity in the past. The crisis, the Boko Haram crisis, the crisis in Numa, the Fulani X-Men, the farmer header clashes, and the rest of it. But it seems you no longer get in the news for the wrong reasons again. What did the governor do in the area of security to take Adamawa State out of that inglorious headlines that they used to have in the past?
I thank you for that question. Let me be a little bit uncivil here. The governor is a barrack boy, and someone that knows how important security is, and someone who has all his life grown up to see network of security outfits collaborates. And again, you see, as a strategist, someone who understands the importance of networking. He decided there should be a bridge between the normal security system and the traditional security network, the Farauta. The Farauta is an organized traditional security system, which you might call the hunters, as some say, but beyond that have received certain level of training and are able to gather information, and they also know the terrain. The Adamawa terrain can only be well understood by the indigenes, the people at the location. And that is why I've always had problem with the central system, whereby the exclusive list has always been packed full at the federal level, leaving every other thing to the others to scramble to see how they will move ahead. Up to date, whether we like it or not, the exclusive list, which of course is meant for the federal, is still holding on to the fact its sole responsibility. Let's forget about the fact that they've given room for the creation of certain local. If you look at it, let us come to a point whereby the Nigerian, it will be pushed to the concurrent and also allow the residual at the local government level. Now, but having said that, the governor, knowing the difficulties that is embedded in getting these exclusive lists unbundled, decided, since there is an opening for us to be able to harness the local resources in terms of the local security, it is best that we hand them into a network that brings them together with the professional security systems
encompassing all the DSS, the police, and all the military systems that are having their stations within the Adamawa state, bringing their leaders into continuous deliberation, bringing them on a round table, and then, very important, I must say this, holding responsible traditional leaders. And in a situation whereby we never had enough, he was able to, as a result of the importance of security, create more chiefdoms to be able to localize the responsibility of security to the people, by the people, and liaising with the normal security. And I must say, this is one of the greatest reasons why we have seen the drop invasion that has been heard of in the past in the Northeast.
Okay, thank you very much for that wonderful analysis you've done. Now, this brings me to something you said about the traditional institution. You remember there was uproar, there was this all over the place, the creation of, let me not say creation, they say the restoration of chiefdoms and emirate in Adamawa State. It was something that was novel to these parts of the country, because for years we had cries from different areas, but everybody has been running away from taking that bold step. But our Governor Ahmadu Fintiri took that step, and the fear then was that it was going to degenerate into some form of crisis. But since it has been managed properly. So what exactly brought up that idea of restoring chiefdom, of creating chiefdom, and how has it been able to manage that? Is that part of the reason why there is now security communities?
You see, I
say something here. Most of the people that you hear reacting tend to forget that this agitation did not start at the incoming of the governor. Now, over the years in Adamawa State, the people have always cried out one way or the other for recognition, for an understanding of their culture, geographical location. Now, that cry got so intense, it was pushed as an agenda by the people through their legislators, to the point that it was being debated and brought to the floor of the House. And of course, at the end of the day, seeing the importance of involving them in governance via a network. You cannot run traditional differences and expect to have results if you don't have heads. And that was the major. It became necessary when the House had deliberated and pushed it forward. The governor, of course, had to sign. And I want to say this. A lot of people seem to forget that the due process was the foundation that started from the people to their legislators before it came to the executive. I can tell you that everything that has been done in creation of chiefdoms, from historical study, shows that it is the solution to major crises within herders for a very long time. It is the major solution in terms of infiltration of outsiders into Adamawa State. Studies have shown that most of this insecurity situation in Adamawa State were not from the people. They were infiltrators that came into the states via instrumentality of guys and started eating up even the people that they disguised and were able to capture into that little net of abusing their mindset with the wrong doctrine. So the only way was the traditional system, would being the closest to the people, get their heads, hold their heads responsible. So these chiefdoms that people are talking about is part of the security solution to the Northeast, and I expect it to be embraced all over the nation, so that the one that answers is the one with the crown on his head. And of course, his people will always listen to him and make that situation a little bit easier, because they are brought into the room with others from able to dialogue. So when the governor was able to achieve this, I can tell you, you can see the excitement all over Adamawa State. The peace, tranquility that has already moved everywhere with the fresh air. My brother, Nigerians need to come to Adamawa State and learn how to manage traditional councils, network them into governance systems, and bring about a balanced people and government relationship.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Dogo. And the way you keep hammering, we need to come to Adama. And maybe I should pack my bags and leave this night and be on my way to Adama State to witness what you're talking about. Should I pack my bags tomorrow morning? You'll be hosting me in Adama State. That is just on the light note. Well. That is just there are questions coming in on our social media handles and text message and WhatsApp messages coming in. Let me take some of those comments and questions before we go to another big question. Someone has just sent in a message on that. But let me take some of the responses we have in here. Let me go to our Facebook page. We have Mr. Godfrey Tafida saying, watching only go as I drive around Jalingo. That is great. That is the principal secretary to the governor of Taraba State commenting on that there. And he said, he's watching on the go as he drive around Jalingo. We have Kwakori J. Paul said, we're glad to see and hear you here. His Excellency Governor Madu Fintiri is the best and is doing the best. Well, thank you, Kwakori J. Paul, for that comment. Well, and this comment is coming from someone with a message from on our WhatsApp platform. The question is, this is a second term and it's acting like a first-term governor, because the political history of Nigeria shows that it's the first-term governors that run around to do all these things. Now, there are questions about, is he going for the presidency, the vice presidency, or is he going to the Senate? That is the question from our viewer here called Andy John. This is from Andy John. Is he going to the Senate? Is he going for the vice presidency or the presidency?
You want me to say something there?
Definitely, I want to say a lot. There's not something. Say a lot.
I must say, Governor Amadu Fintiri is an administrator par excellence. A man who sees Nigeria first. A man who understands that whatever he is doing today, he must first place Nigerians first. And that is why in Adamawa State, you have people from all over the country, Igbos, Yorubas, Igalas, Ibiras, Idomas, living, communing, and enjoying the states. Now, hospitality and ability to understand people with the professional angle of administration gives him every edge when it comes to holding any office in Nigeria today. In Adamawa State, I can tell you that hold the 21 local governments at a social mobilization gathering where I happen to be the one heading that office. And we create an interrelational discussion format to understand what the people want. So on that basis, the issue of what the governor would want to push ahead for, I believe one day I would throw that question in that interactive session to ask them, where do you want your governor to head to? Because presently, the governor is ready. Even if it means to be in his bedroom and operate with the system to bring about the Nigerian first dream, he will do it. How much more in a situation whereby people are clamoring? I can tell you in Adamawa State that he has not yet ended his tenure, but the cry, the tears on the faces of the people, it's all about where is he headed. I can tell you that after our convention, the PDP convention is coming up. After that convention, at least I should be able to pinpoint one or two directions that will tell you this is where he's headed. But as I'm speaking, because of his understanding of governance, he personally declared that it is not the time for politicking. It is the time to establish what we have already preempted as service to the people. And that was why our budget was coined the budget of service. So we are able to bring the people of Adamawa State to fall in line with the vision of the governor, that it is not where I am going to for now. It is what I am here to do. Service to the people. Whatever is out, before coming on this program, someone called me and told me that why can't the governor, since we have zoned in the PDP that the presidency should come from the South, why will he not accept to become a vice president? I said, well, the issue of the vice president is not his choice to make. Emerges as the presidential candidate. We'll look at the indices. We now sit down and from what point were we 26th to 4th position? From what point in education has Adamawa State reached and come forward? Who did the magic? You will look at other candidates also that are
Hello? Hello?
what is their relationship in terms of peace? Because I believe that
I think we're losing the sound. We're losing the sound there. Hello?
said that. Having said that, it is expected that whether we like it or not, Governor Ahmadu Fintri has positioned himself not as a one-man decider of what will happen in Nigeria, but as a team player. And you must take it from me. He is a team player. Whatever comes up, Governor Ahmadu Fintri is more interested in being that team player that he is in enforcing what the masses want. and what will make the masses again. So for now, the issue of going for Senate, for whatever reason, for whatever manner, is not what is before the governor. What is before the governor is PDP must push ahead and prepare. The state must continue to advance and carry the people along. Then at the last minute, whatever comes up, remember he's a man of destiny, a man that fears God. So a man that believes that what God has already prepared for him will be what he will do.
Hey, thank you very much there. He's a man of destiny. He's a man. Hello, Dr. Dogo. Thank you very much. Are you with me? Yes, I'm with you. I just heard you say the man of destiny and he's going to what God wants to do. Hello, can you hear me now? Can you hear me, doctor? Hello? Hello? Well, I can hear you.
Are you with me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me too?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Oh, well, I think it's the network, but if you can hear me, I'm just going to take some comments from our viewers there. From some of our viewers there, Shak Zagi Awai said, I'm Comrade I Ibrahim, the Golden Go Governor of Nigeria. Salute our future president. That is from our Comrade I Ibrahim there. Can you hear us, Dr. Dogo? Dr. Dogo? Dr. Dogo, can you hear me? Hello? Oh, I think we lost him there, but let me take some comments. Kwakori J. Paul say, Honorable Dogo Victor, PhD, Principal Special Assistant on Social Mobilization. He said, you're a good representative to the good people of Adamawa State. We love your kind of leadership and impact you've made in us the use of Adamawa State. That's coming from Kwakori J. Paul. So those are some of the messages. Now let's go to Dr. Dogo. Can you hear me now, Doctor? Hello? Hello? Doctor, can you hear me? Okay, I think we lost the sound of the doctor there. So you can call into the program with your questions and suggestions, and the number to call will be displayed on the screen of your TV set. The number to call will be displayed right there on your TV set, so you can call in and let us know what you feel. So, Dr. Dogo, are you back? Hello? Hello? Okay, I think the network, I can see is visual. Hello? Okay, you can call in. The number to call 704-919-8503. We already have a caller on the show. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, Mr. AP.
Oh, sorry. Good evening.
This is S.O. Dudu calling from Cross River State.
Wow, my good friend S.O. Dudu. How are you doing today?
Yes. Some weeks ago, I was in Taraba trying to see whether I can be live on the studio.
Oh.
But I couldn't make it.
Oh, wow. That's one. Next time you come around, we can have you. So what's your view on Governor Fintri?
After the program, we'll exchange number.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good evening to our esteemed viewers. Good evening to our guest, Dr. Dogo, the Principal Special Assistant to the Governor of Adamawa State. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go on. Go ahead.
I have listened to him with keen interest about an hour ago. And he has actually extensively spoken so well. He has defended the principle. And from all indications, just as we know. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, government is all about security and welfare of the people. And with this, we expect those in government, people we have given them power, that are holding power in trust, to, as a matter of necessity, provide the necessary thing that is required to actually guarantee all the peace, the social amenity that the people need. And from all indication, the governor of Adamawa State, just as he said, we have not been there. But from what he's saying, I am sure he's not just saying what is on paper. I am sure the governor is trying. Because the issue of bringing the traditional institution on board is a welcome development. If you want to really fight insecurity, that is one of the major things you have to take into consideration.
Okay.
I appreciate him.
Thank you very much.
The governor.
Thank you very much.
Before I drop, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Lastly, before I drop, when I was flying from Taraba to Okari, what I saw on the dilapidated road and the bridge between View that has been cut off since last year is actually a very gold-side experience.
Okay.
The Northeast Development Commission and the governor of Taraba State should please lead for, because the people carry those locals that are conveying motor across the river with local boats. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
They are not regulated at all.
Okay.
I tried to speak with the person in charge of them that day, but I couldn't gain access to the person. It's bad. You see 2-3 boats move at the same time. It's a very terrible thing. The governor should do something, and the Northeast Development Commission and the senator representing Taraba State, all the 30 senators, the House of Rep members, they should cry to the president. I don't think such things can happen in the South. I am calling for the South.
Thank you very much.
Now, nothing has been done.
Thank you very much.
Nothing has to be done. Thank you so much. S.O. Dudu calling from Cross River State.
Okay.
Keep on the good work.
Okay. Thank you very much. That is Dr. Dogo. Can you hear me? I lost the sound there. Hello?
Yes, I guess that's much.
Okay, so yeah, it was a caller that just called in from Cross River State, S.O. Bidu, and he was speaking. He said yes, he said he was in Adamawa State and he saw the good work, and he said yes, what you're saying is based on what is on ground. That is S.O. Bidu who called in from Adamawa State. So can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? Okay, so lastly, let me ask this question that someone just sent in. He asks, what is the relationship of Governor Fintri with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar?
Yes. Pardon?
I said the question sent in by someone, I think his name is Puakoreno. He said, what is the relationship of Governor Fintri and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, now that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is in the ADC?
That's a very interesting question. Yes, you see, I must be very, very clear on this. When you talk about the relationship as individuals, as an elderly man in the States, I can tell you for free that Governor Fintri has no problem. Hello, can you
yes,
getting me?
I am getting you clearly, sir.
Beautiful. Governor Fintri has no problem when it comes to his relationship with Atiku Abubakar. And the reason is this: if he had a problem with Atiku Abubakar on a personal ground, his son, Adamu Atiku, is presently working on the same platform with Governor Fintri as the Commissioner of Works. That tells you that Governor Fintri has no problem with him. But when you talk about differences, there must exist political differences. First, I've always said it to everyone I speak to. As long as political differences will continue to exist, it is natural for everyone to move towards what suits their taste. Atiku has made his decision to move to the ADC. Governor Fintri has been consistent in the PDP. Governor Fintri has been one man that has never believed that he should be jumping from one place to the other. I've always argued that a man that fears a leadership tussle in his is it when he brings another new wife that he will not have that same problem? I believe that every leader, every good leader, the room when it is hot and fix it up. Because if you jump to another house and get another wife, that wife you're getting there might even be worse than where you're coming from. And if you look at the situation, I'm sorry to say, presently as we speak, the chaotic situation in ADC is worse than what was the assumption that I think Atiku had of the PDP. If I'm the one, I would have said, Atiku, I think it's high time you come back home. Because where he is now is having another chaotic situation. So I don't know how they will resolve in the ADC before the elections. But in terms of his relationship with Governor Umaru Fintri, I can tell you for free that there's nothing wrong. Governor Umaru Fintri is a liberal. He's a man that respects elderly people. But that doesn't mean that because of respect for an elder, you will now forgo your political dreams, your vision of the one Nigeria, your vision of respect for other people. The PDP decided that we should respect the Southern presidency. Now Atiku feels he wants to contest because he does not probably believe as the pattern as of when he was in PDP. But now I don't know how they will resolve in the ADC. So when you look at it, you see a chaotic situation left and right. But it has nothing to do with the relationship between Atiku and the governor. Because if not, his son should be the one to be crying foul. But his son is working. It's in our system. So that tells you, even those that are out there, the E-rats and the rest, as they call themselves, screaming out aloud that there is a problem between Atiku and Governor Umaru Fintri. I can tell you, there must exist political differences because their ability to govern and their capacity to assimilate situations and stay in heated rooms and continue and bring solutions differs. I know my governor and I know his ability to stay in a hot room, his ability to liaise and discuss with people the way forward. He will never be one of those that will jump or leave the PDP. And that is the quality of a leader. As for Atiku, I will not judge him. Posterity and himself will be able to tell Nigerians what exactly his visions are. But in terms of relationship, I don't think there's a problem.
Oh, thank you very much for that. Well, I think that is clear to everyone that have been sending in their questions about his relationship with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, and you also preempted the question whether he is going to leave the PDP for the ADC or the APC, but you've gone ahead to say that, well, he's a man that believes in staying in one party, and he is going to remain in the PDP. Well, calls are coming in while we're talking, so Dr. Dogo, wow, a call may come in, and we would like to take that call. Meanwhile, we are going to take some more comments. Well, while we wait for the comments and the call, I would also like to put another questions to you. Do you know of knowledge of, okay, yes, I think this is a caller that has been persistent. Let me pick that call and then we'll listen to him. Good evening, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Comrade Ibrahim, calling you from Taraba State.
Okay, good day, Comrade Ibrahim.
Good day, sir.
Okay, okay, what do you have to say?
Sir, I just want to like to make a good recommendation with regard to the governor of Adamawa State and person of retired Honorable Amadou Fintiri.
Okay, please.
I said by the principal that he is a man of destiny. I suggest that name. It's a very welcome name.
Okay.
But as far as I'm concerned, I name him the Lion of the Seeker because he is the man who stands by his word. Okay. And he developed Adamawa to the apex level that we never expect. He is the only governor so far in Nigeria to me because he is the only governor worthy to be emulated.
Wow.
I guess if he has the zeal, the will, the capability to contest for the senatorship, or if he did not have the zeal to contest for anything, whosoever that become the president of Nigeria, I guess he can assure him minister flat rate.
that is.
He can assure him minister flat rate because he does what we never expect. He renovated Adamawa. Adamawa is now a nation, not even a state.
Wow, thank you very much.
Yeah, because whosoever that go to Adamawa will even like to go to Adamawa because of the infrastructure. Even when you come to welcome, you will see how that they beautify the place. In fact, they say that democracy is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. He's a true democratic leader because all the corpers in Adamawa currently they are receiving 20,000 and now he increased it to 30,000. Nowhere in Nigeria that they pay such amount to any corpers that in Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Comrade Ibrahim, for that wonderful.
We shall continue to pray for his success and for his within the nation, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Comrade. I think we have another caller here. Good evening, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes,
fine. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Abdullah Benjuma.
Okay. Where are you calling from?
Marafa of Gindindoro town, Ukari local government, Taraba State.
Okay, thank you. What's your contribution? Hello, we can hear you.
Yes, my contribution is greeting and happy for this wonderful TV. May God bless you now.
Thank you very much. God bless you too.
I could watch this TV 24 hours.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Our program is for us.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
But we need to get you people because we know the few agent in our area.
Okay.
Yes.
Our correspondents will be there.
You are agent to our area. That is Gindindoro. Area, Taraba State.
Okay, we will tell our correspondent we will carry to check around Gindindoro and get more information for us there. Thank you very much. I say we work on that. Our agents and correspondents and reporters will be
urgent to be here because we have many things one million is for the celebration like this.
Okay, thank you very much. You can always call in or send what you have. Thank you very much, Marafa of Gindindoro. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, hello, Dr. Dogo. You can hear, did you hear our callers calling there? Comrade Ibrahim speaking about Governor Fintiri. I hope you were able to get that comment from him.
Yes. That's quite impressive.
That is what he said. There's this thing he said about anybody that comes as president should give him a ministership flat rate. I like that statement.
That's to tell you that every good work would always attract positive response.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, you know, time is always moving without waiting for anybody. We are coming close to the end of this wonderful discussion. Today's politics that's featured on one of the special governors in Nigeria, Governor Amadou Fintiri, and I've been hosting Dr. Dogo Victor, PhD, Principal Special Assistant on Social Mobilization. What's your final word for Nigerians today on Alhaji Umaru Fintiri and his leadership?
Well, I want to thank you all for listening, but I want to say something. Governor Ahmadu Umaru Fintri is a personality that believes in the project Nigeria First. His vision and mission is that wherever he is, Nigerians must unite to run one cause. We have only one Nigeria, but we must start from where we are. And that is why Adamawa State is his playing ground at the moment. We know of the calls here and there about his likes to become the president of the country. But we should have it at the back of our mind that Governor Ahmadu Fintri is a team player that understands that the Igbos, the Yorubas, the Ibiras, the Igalas, the Fulanis, and the Bile people are one people when it comes to where we are heading, and we must keep Nigeria as one. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Victor Dogo, for that contribution. And we really appreciate from Sun TV here the time that you have spared to be on this program. And we also look forward to further collaborations with the Adamawa State government, especially with the governor, with the fresh air governor, Governor Ahmadu Fintri. I think we probably even one of these days we may come and get a breath of the fresh air by speaking to His Excellency personally. Well, can you assure us of that, sir?
You're rest assured, and our doors are wide open.
Okay, and our doors are also wide open to Adamawa State. We thank you very much for this privilege. I see as a privilege that you've given to Sun TV, and we will always ensure that whatever positive things comes out of Adamawa, we will share it to the world to watch. So thank you very much, Dr. Victor Dogo. Hello?
Thank you for having me.
Okay, yes, and before I go, let me just tell you, so now where do we see Dr. Victor Dogo in 2027? That is a personal one for you.
Well, I must admit that I'm someone that is boss, and I contested for reps in the past, but presently we share the same vision, and I think our movement definitely will be together. Where you see the governor, you will see me by his side. Thank you very much.
Okay, I look up to seeing you maybe in the villa or at the Senate in the nearest future, based on the predictions of people on a flat rate. Let me use the word of Comrade Isa, on a flat rate. Thank you very much, Dr. Dogo. And thank you to everyone that have called into the program. With those that will miss their calls, those who pick their calls, those who commented. Well, let me give this person the special opportunity to make the last call into the program. Good evening, what's your name and where are you calling from? You are our last caller for today, so tell us.
My name is Precious and I'm calling from Lagos State.
Oh, Precious, how is Lagos today? Hello? Hello, turn down the volume of your TV set and let us know what you have for us this evening.
It's great.
Okay. So what's your contribution?
Hello?
Hello? Oh, I think the sound is good. Was not coming out well there. So, well, this is where we draw a curtain on today's edition of Today's Politics on Sun TV, and we've been hosting Dr. Dogo Victor, the principal personnel assistant to the governor of Adamawa State, Governor Ahmadu Fintri. Well, keep your questions, your comments coming, but we have to draw the curtain. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day. My name is Abraham Minor Joda.